Good morning, PGA DFS fans. I am Jason Rouslin, or find me on Twitter at DFSGolfer23 here for the Stokastic YouTube channel. It is Open Championship week, and it's always a very small window for us PGA DFS golf content providers. We have about 3 days to get the information out there, maybe 3.5 if you consider Wednesday night. This time, though, it's even shortened. We've got about a 2.5 day window from when we get salaries to actually consume the information, make our picks and lineups until lock at 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday here on the East Coast. It's a fun one, and we are back at the home of golf, St. Andrews, for the 150th Open Championship. And this short form video, the top 5 values here this week, is sponsored by PrizePicks. If you guys haven't played over there, a great opportunity to take advantage of, say, some weather advantages and other things. I will go into PrizePicks in just a little bit. But first, let's give out the top 5 values for this week. Now, last week, in the 2 videos, we did pretty good. We got 8 of 10 through the cut and a couple of top 10s. Did not have Xander Schauffele, however, but we're going to find the winner here this week. And we're going to start off at the bottom of the board, as we always do, with a new favorite of mine, Joohyung Kim. Now, if you guys didn't watch the Scottish Open last week, an incredibly big performance for his career, coming in 3rd at the Scottish Open. Basically gets him at least a couple of more starts on the PGA Tour this year through that special temporary membership. A made cut here certainly would go a long way as well to getting him on the PGA Tour, his ultimate dream. Now, it's coming in at $6,500 this week, and believe it or not, has vaulted up to the 2nd best value on the board according to our Stokastic PGA DFS projections here this week. And now this will be his first time. He's only 20 years old, just turned 20, so a very young one. He has not played in the Open Championship yet. This will be his first try. And he is coming off of a 3rd place finish, as we mentioned, the Scottish Open. He's also added in a top 20 at the U.S. Open and a top 20 at the Charles Schwab Challenge as well. So this kid has got game. Pay attention to him as the days move forward. Now let's talk about Keith Mitchell. He's coming in at $6,900 this week and 3rd best value on the board according to our Stokastic PGA DFS projections. Now, he has played in the Open Championships a couple of times. He made the cut a couple of years ago, coming in 41st. Missed the cut last year, however, in his 2nd attempt. Now, recent form, he came in 36th at the Scottish Open last week. Ended up getting to the weekend and playing pretty well. Look at his strokes gained rank this season. He's having a very good one. 5th off the tee. That is the main reason why. But also, he's 36th in strokes gained putting. He changed things at the end of last year and started seeing big time results with his putting, also leaving himself in better positions in reducing the amount of free putts and stress on the putter, and that has totally transformed his game. He's ranked 36th this season. 74th around the green is not bad either, and when his irons get hot, you can see why he's a good player, but it is the worst category for him, ranked 117th. All right, let's go on to Ryan Fox here. He is, as of right now, the #1 value on the board. No surprise, he's having an incredibly good season on the DP World Tour. Also came in 47th there last week at Scottish Open and 2nd the week before at the Irish Open, so he's certainly playing well. Of course, history here, he's made the cut in each of the last 2 Open Championships, coming in 67th last year and 16th the year before, so certainly has some experience around these links. Now, why we don't see him that much? Well, he likes to play in the DP World Tour. He comes from Australia, New Zealand. I think it's actually New Zealand there. It might be Australia. One of the two. Nonetheless, he plays his golf on the DP World Tour, and let's see how well he does in the strokes gained categories on that tour. It is very good. 30th off the tee, 3rd on the approach, 20 around the green, and 40 putting. You can see why he's having such a good season with stats like that. And while he might be one of the highest owned golfers down here in this area, there is no denying the value that Fox gives, especially with the form he's got. All right, now speaking of good form, how about Max Homa? Another great start last week. Well, when I say great, maybe that's a little subjective. It was a good start. Another top 20 for Max Homa. If you have bet Max Homa's top 20 numbers all season, you are up pretty big. He's having a great season, totally transformed his game into consistency rather than that odd-off win with a bunch of miscuts. Nope, he has been in the mix almost every week. 7,900 gives him the 14th best Awesemo value on the board, but the top value that is priced above 7,500. So good things there. Course history came in 40th, made his first Open Championship cut last year. Did miss the cut a couple of years ago. Coming off that 16th place finish that I mentioned at the Scottish Open last week. And when we take a look at his strokes gained rank, you can see why people love him. 28th off the tee, 20th on the approach, 101 around the green, which is really not that bad, and 22nd putting. A great year for Homa, and I expect it to continue here this week. Now, for the top value above 9,000 this week, well, that goes to Patrick Cantlay, coming in at 9,400, and he's ranked 29th in the value rank, but again, we're number one at 9,000 and above. His course history at the Open Championship, well, it leaves a lot to be discovered. Missed cut and 41st in his last two attempts. Here's what I like, though. He finally found a way to play in the elements. He was in the bad wave last week, which was a 3-shot advantage for the AM-PM wave. He was in the PM-AM wave and still found himself in the top 5 at the end of the event. That's what I needed to see. Being such a huge Patrick Cantlay fan myself, I needed to see him break out and get a good start in the elements to know that he can actually win a major championship. Now, that still is a lot to be decided, but I do like his chances this week as he is coming into some of the best form he's had all season. A 4th again at the Scottish, a 3rd at the Travelers, followed by a couple of top 15s as well. So 4 straight quality starts for Cantlay. Maybe it's going to lead to his first major championship here at St. Andrews. Now, quickly, let's go over his strokes gained rank on the season. He is 22nd off the tee, 60 on the approach, 33 around the green, and 30 putting. That is a element right there of success when you can be ranked inside the top 60 in all 4 strokes gained categories. So that's going to do it here for my top 5 values. Joe Young, Tom Kim, Keith Mitchell, Ryan Fox, Max Homa, Patrick Cantlay. Hopefully going to bring some of you and myself to the promised land this week in trying to win the biggest PGA DFS prizes. Now, if you want to get away from all those lineups, sharks, optimizers, all that kind of stuff, well, the sponsor of the short form video, PrizePicks, is a perfect solution for you. They are a player props-based contest site where you can play them in the Google Store or App Store or online at PrizePicks.com. And what you do is you choose between 2 and 5 props of any sport that they cover. You can do cross sport, you can do one sport, whatever you'd like. Let me give you an example of one of the props. So this week, they have birdies or better for round 1. And the line for Tiger Woods is set at 3. Now, Tiger Woods is going to be playing in the afternoon on Thursday, right in front of Jordan Spieth and Jon Rahm. He's playing with Max Homa and Matt Fitzpatrick. And with St. Andrews playing as easy as I expected to, 3 seems like a small number. So we click the over on 3, and then we go to the birdie or better matchup, which is another prop that they offer on PrizePicks, and find that Tiger Woods is matched up with his old buddy Phil Mickelson in round 1. I'll take Tiger in that matchup on the birdies. I'll take the over. Now, you're not allowed to play Tiger in twice there. So that's the one rule on PrizePicks. You can't pick the same golfer or athlete twice in your lineup. So we would have to pick a different one. But regardless, those are the types of things that you can see. Right now, Xander Schauffele has 4.5 birdies. That is the over-under, and I expect pretty much every other golfer to fall in line there that they do end up posting. Again, it's a little early in the week for PrizePicks, but at least we've got some to look at there going into Thursday. Okay, that's going to do it for me here on the top 5 values this week. Got a special announcement, though. On Wednesday, my buddy Ben is going to go visit his family in Saratoga, watch the horses race. I totally understand that. So I'm going to get in my buddy, Awesomo's own, or now Stokastic's own, Alex Baker. And are you ready for this? Whistles Go Woo. Alex Bergman is also going to be joining me here this week. Actually, it's not Alex. We're just going to call him Bergman for now. Whistles Go Woo. He will be joining our Live Before Lock show on Wednesday night this week to break it all down. That's going to be a fun show as I'm going to be grilling 2 of the best DFS players in the world on the same show. Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Be there or be square. Until next time, everybody, good luck this week at the Open Championship, and we will see you on the other side. Cheers.